Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing the Throat of the World quest.
Sky above, voice within.
I decided to walk all the way up to the Greybeards area, Throat of the World, I believe it's called. It's High Hearthguard.
Voice within.
So that we didn't have to wait. You didn't have to waste time seeing me go up, and we're now the guy we need to talk.
Well, Dragonborn.
So let's talk.
Wind guide you. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows
They're
no
trying
bounds.
to save the
They have always
world.
sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom.
You think it's wise to allow the world to be
Will
destroyed?
you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
Yeah, it's happening now. You're gonna die if this continues. And so are a whole bunch of innocent people. You're an idiot.
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master,
Yeah, you did.
Me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
You say it's evil, but I'd argue that it's just power. And power really can't technically be evil, it's only how you use it.
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Cool.
He's given us all three words of power.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Yeah. I'm not too keen on having you guys help me out anymore, so that's fine. It's idiotic that you would allow the world to be destroyed just because of your religion.
But only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Honestly, I am kind of more on the Blade side, if you hadn't guessed. They're willing to use the power for good. And help out people. These guys just want to use the power for worship, apparently. And they're so devout to their religion, they'd let the world die to Alduin than save it. So yeah, I'm kind of on the Blade side for now. How'd this goat get up here?
Look!
We also got a ice wraith. This area seems inaccessible to humans, but for goats it's apparently okay. I don't understand the ice wraith. That thing is an undead monster, I think. Hence, I'm guessing based on the term wraith. And it looks like an undead creature. Okay, I can use clear skies for that. So I'm not taking damage. Not that it matters. Okay, we got another frost troll apparently. Oh, dragon. Oh, wait.
Greetings, wounded.
He's not an enemy.
I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
How do you not know? I mean, when I was having a conversation about Dragonrend, you, just after the Greybeards refused to help, You did a shout, and they changed their mind saying I need to come up to you. So how do you not know what I need?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Okay.
Long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak? You understand fire as the Dove do.
Yep, you don't. It's actually convenient for us that we don't have to hunt down a dragon to get these understanding of the words of power. Because for a lot of them, in order for them, like for Kinner's Peace, for example, you have to go and find an hostile dragon, take it out, absorb its soul, then use that soul to power your shouts. Well, not power your shouts, to learn your shouts.
Can do. Greet me not as elf, but as Dova.
Okay. There you go.
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
Yeah. A lot of your kind were not very good, that's why they're gone.
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
I just told you the dragon. We need to learn the dragon ring shout.
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova.
Yeah, I'm trying to save my world.
You seek your weapon against Alduin. Crosis, sorrowfully, no. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Yeah, we need to know what to do.
In good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
Isn't it obvious? To save the world.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that
Greybeards, for example.
to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born? You have much to learn of the Dove, then. There is nothing else but philosophy to Adova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum.
So they're very intelligent creatures.
There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Losgra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
No.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknuz Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
To my knowledge, unless I'm missing something, this is the first game that in the Elder Scrolls series that actually has an Elder Scroll in it.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder
As has
Scroll.
the Hero Kavach and the Neverveen from Morrowind and Oblivion.
Part of their power. Zofa Suliek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
So basically, the way we're going to learn About. Hang on, I'll get through. I'll get through this.
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thu'um created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thu'um since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. Think of this as the fire builds in your Sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? I cannot tell you. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thu'um, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot-Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Vomindok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon. They would not listen.
Well, they didn't have a choice.
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin Stur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni-Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. Dremyolok, greetings.
Okay, let me look what Fire Within does. I think it's got to be like a buff for. Yeah, it's got to be like a buff for the Thune. And I'm hungry. That took so long I got hungry. Let's eat some stew. Alright. I was going to say something after that conversation, but I've been in it so long I forgot what I was going to say. But now our goal is clear. We need to get the Elder Scroll that sent Alduin through time. That looks like Whiterun, so we're gonna head over to Whiterun. And I'm gonna get a carriage to Winterhold. As we need to go back to the College of Winterhold. Oh, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I don't think I can get the Master's Tier spell for restoration because the game is just bugged. I tried to do it several times, but as I talked to the guy went to the guy I needed to talk to, I could not engage in conversation with them. I tried many times. I tried turning off the game and then reloading it. I tried reloading previous saves, a whole bunch of stuff, and I was never able to force a conversation with them. Every time I tried to click the button to initiate conversation, it did nothing. Okay. And on that note, we have a dragon encounter. Okay, what am I holding that's so heavy? I don't need that. Alright, I think it's time for me to show you guys the Master Tier spell for lightning. I mean, that's not it. Where is it? I can skip past it. Kamehameha! This is a really good spell for fighting dragons, because it prevents them from you with frost breath. And another dragon soul in the bag.
We got room. Need a room? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you...
Gotta sleep a couple more hours. Hold on a minute. Just thought of something. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any place I can cook. Though I am thinking about doing this. Looking for some salmon. Well, not salmon, but brook bass. It's really hard to do this in real life. Not gonna lie. Where are you, bunny? There you are. Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna head in, make some more meals up, and then we're gonna head over to Winterhold. I might as well put some ingredients I gathered away. There we go. Got replenished our salmon's some stomach steak inventory. We also got a few other fish as well.
I can take you to any of the hold cap. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather. May the gods watch over your back.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of
I took some... I'm drained, so I'm going to rest a little bit. Like 4 hours, I'll rest.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. The simplest way to... It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods.
Not really sure what you mean by that.
It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us.
You just said something that
but
doesn't
also
make
beyond
sense.
and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
One more time.
It would take a month to explain. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about? Wait, are you? Were you the one the Greybridge were calling?
Yeah, I think you need to know who I am. Besides the Archmage, of course.
Not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Until next time. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Signus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since. All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you.
Okay, so we have a lead. I think I understand what he said about the falsehoods being true when you look through the lens of the possible reflections of all the past and the future. The falsehoods would be the events that didn't happen, but could have happened. At least that's my interpretation of what he just said. Like it says, all possible futures. To give you an example, I'm gonna pause. I don't need to pause it. Let's say I sided with. In this timeline, I sided with the Imperials and overthrew the Stormcloak Rebellion. Hang on, did my game crash? I think my game crashed. Yep, the game crashed, so I'm going to have to divide this stream into two parts. Sorry, but before I go, I do believe you can still hear me. Going back to what I said, in this timeline, I sided with the Imperials and defeated the Stormcloaks. But another reflection of a possible future could have been I sided with the Stormcloaks and defeated the Empire. They're true, quote unquote true, because either one of them could have happened. But the false ones are the ones that didn't happen in our timeline. So it's like Elder Scroll is outside of time and therefore records all future past, all possible futures and past, which means anything that could have happened, it's recorded as if it actually happened in the Elder Scroll. But in our timeline, it didn't happen. So in other words, the Elder Scroll records alternate dimensions and stuff like that. I think that quote from saying that everything's true, even the falsehoods, kind of is saying that there is alternate universes in the Elder Scrolls series. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Well, since this game crashed and is not returned to normal, I'm going to have to split this stream into 2 parts. So I'm going to end this part here. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.